Disclaimer, my allergies are giving me the business right now, so we're gonna do it. The Mortal Kombat movie was finally released. HBO Max, enjoy my 15, you scumbags. I have actively tried to avoid spoilers and reviews for this movie, but for some of the reactions I saw, they were along the lines of Mortal Kombat Annihilation is no longer the worst Mortal Kombat movie. Really. I'm not good at keeping things spoiler free, so I will try to start light and then move into a heavier spoiler territory and warn you before I do. But either way, tread with caution, you've been warned. Now, if for some bizarre reason you came into this movie expecting another Robin shoe knockaround, this just isn't it at all. We are no longer focused on Liu Kang. This movie is all about Cole Young. Who? Correct. That's the correct answer to that. A new character in the Mortal Kombat universe that has been chosen to fight due to his lineage. My man's got Hanzo Hasashi blood flowing through him, otherwise known as Scorpion. That's not a spoiler, right? They make it pretty obvious early on. Now, this is obviously an incredibly ballsy move. You finally make a Mortal Kombat movie after 2 decades, and you choose to center it around this never back down Chad who looks like Noel Miller mixed with John Cho. Just off that alone, you've upset hundreds of thousands of people. But let's move past that for now. What did I like? Well, for starters, I was a big fan of the fight choreography and the hints of creativeness involved in the fights. Coming from a sweaty teenager who used to daydream of the potential combos you could pull off in this universe, the battles were a great watch for the most part. We like diversity in the workplace, even when it's forced. Am I right, colleges? Not exactly a numbers game here, but I enjoyed the cast of characters that they brought us and the cast that they hinted at too. Most of the actors did a great job. Okay, fuck this. I can't bring up the cast and not talk spoilers. These allergies are also just running me to the ground right now. Click off now if you do not want anything spoiled. Thank you. Why are you still here? Go away. These goons really brought out Natara. Bra fucking vo. You love to see it, guys. You just love to see it. I respect it, you psychos. Although the funniest part is that when I was watching the scene when she was perched, ready to give Kun Lao the business, I thought, I wonder how she's gonna fight. Cause she doesn't look like she's planning on whipping out some jujitsu or something. Maybe she's just gonna spit blood and... Oh, yeah, that's Natara for the one time. But let's back it up. My biggest problem, by far, with this movie is not Cole Young. It's the soundtrack. I'm sorry. I have never been so distracted by music in a movie. I usually don't even give a fuck. I listen to so much generic garbage constantly. It's just there. It just constantly felt inappropriate. I swear Sub-Zero could be shoving his Corey blade up Kano's ass and just epic triumphant music that doesn't match the tone of this moment at all would play loud as fuck. If there's a sad moment, it's just fucking, is this Marvel? And if it's an emotional moment, but Raiden's on screen, it's, holy fuck, are you guys listening to this? I don't get it. I wanted to hear something a bit darker overall. It honestly reminded me of the Spider-Man soundtrack. And I heard it early on when fucking Hanzo was versing Bihan. I was like, what is playing right now? So when Shang Tsung would come on screen, I got their version of Dark, which is just a Marvel supervillain B-side. Like, I'm listening to this, and already I don't buy into Shang Tsung. And I hear this shit, and it's like, is this Shang Tsung, the soul-stealing sorcerer, or is this Ultron, the wisecracking robot? Because there's a difference, and that difference should be clearly illustrated. It just had a lot of superhero influence, and as much as we can relate them all day, Iron Man isn't sawing vampires in half. Melina licks a bloody sigh, not a magic spoon. This video sponsored by Magic Spoon. Wait, cereal? Are you telling me that a cereal company decided to sponsor the lactose intolerant guy? Yes, my asshole will take one for the team. Also, what do I look like? I drink Lactaid. You see, as a child who didn't know he was lactose intolerant, I would take down cereal. And man, what an absolute Trojan horse of a meal that is. I don't know why I thought, because I had it in milk, cereal wasn't that bad for you. It's a solid breakfast. No, it's not. Cookie Crisp was literally just fucking cookies and milk. They took it too far. They're the ones that blew the spot open for cereal. Magic Spoon cereal has 0 grams of sugar, 14 grams of protein, and only 4 net grams of carbs in each serving. Also only 140 calories. So try their best-selling flavors in a variety pack. My personal favorite was surprisingly peanut butter. I don't even give a fuck about peanut butter products like that. I was smacking them down and I was like, are you sure this is gluten-free, keto-friendly, grain-free, soy-free, low-carb, and GMO-free? Yup. is tasty. I've already killed a bunch of the boxes they sent me, so click the link below to grab yourself a variety pack and try it today. And use promo code MistaGG at checkout to get $5 off your order. Or just go to magicspoon.com/MistaGG. And you needn't worry if it's not for you. Magic Spoon aren't terrible people and they have 100% happiness guarantee. So for some bizarre reason you are unsatisfied, you get a refund, no questions asked. Thank you, Magic Spoon, for sponsoring this video. The characters. Ko Young. I've seen a lot of people upset, and the big knot in their goo chairs was the one and only Ko World. Now, yes, Cole is not exciting. I'm writing this 2 days after watching it, and I remember dick all about his character. I just remember all the stupid shit. I don't know, he just came off so uninspired. A white guy with armor, that'll throw him for a loop. As soon as I saw his gold armor form, I thought, oh, he's gonna be like an alternate Scorpion. He's gonna change up the fit, maybe introduce a few moves, and boom. But he still ends up being Scorpion. No. That's not what happened. He just got the 24-karat turtleneck, some arm slices, and this guy's gonna save the world. Everybody watch out. He looks so stupid. It looks so dumb. I was waiting, like, after he got this armor, I was like, oh, now he's gonna get the mask. And I just kept seeing Cole's face. And I was like, oh, yeah, all right. I guess our main character is Beta Aquaman. Also, Goro's beating him down, and I start to see his armor glow. Like, please don't do the vibranium thing. Fuck! Why? Like, I get it. So much has been taken. They've thrown like every power and move set at the roster. Honestly, he reminds me of Taven in a lot of ways from, I don't even fucking remember, Armageddon? Armageddon, yeah. Which brings me to a theory I had. Cole is Taven. Except no, he isn't. He's definitely just his own character. People have tried speculating that, oh, he's gonna end up being this guy. Like, no, he's just his own guy. It's Cole Young. Maybe he gets a cute nickname in the future, but he's Cole. Just Cole. I don't know if maybe like Taven or anybody really, this just isn't his final form. Maybe as the movies go on, he starts to get, you know, a new fit, maybe new moves, but I mean, that's fucking stupid because you want your first movie to hit. Now we all think this is him, if that's the case. Cole wasn't a great actor as far as his character. I never really rooted for him, but in all fairness to Cole, he's new and he's not the worst. I genuinely think the seeds are there for the sequel to outdo this film. Even with Cole. Bihan, or what I think is Bihan. I would have loved to watch Sub-Zero kill half of the roster because he's fucking dope and this movie gave him his respect, like a lot of it. I saw him cut Scorpion, then freeze the blood for a makeshift dagger to stab him again. And I don't care if they've already made that a fatality. I don't know. It was spicy, and I was a fan at how it transferred to the big screen. Although the 2-in-1 at the end was... it should have just ended with Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Because honestly, Cole is the side bitch here. We were waiting for Scorpion the entire movie. That's the whole point of the first scene, right? We just know, oh yeah, no, he just happened to be a part of the lineage. All right, cool, yeah, no, give him time to grow, that's fine. We're Scorpion. But because Cole was the main character, he had to be involved in the final battle. So it was just like, yeah, I guess both of you team up and just beat the dog shit out of Sub-Zero. I thought they were gonna whip out the new Cybot Switcherino 9000, but they didn't. But I think that was like a hint towards it, because I got the vibes. I don't know if you did. I did. I don't even entirely get it, but this is what I was given. Shang Tsung. I'm sorry. This is probably a me thing, but I just cannot buy into Shang Tsung in this movie. I don't know if it's because he didn't really show his strength aside from just choking Kung Lao, but for me, I think it's because every time he comes on screen, I just keep seeing the squealer. I know the squealers when I see them. I just keep seeing the fucking television every single time he comes on screen. I'm sorry. Kung Lao, great entrance. I mean, we all know that Kung Lao is just Japanese Captain America, right? I liked him. Dare I say more than Liu Kang, but that doesn't matter because he's dead. And he's not coming back. By the way, thanks to like the other 3 people that were standing by Kung Lao when this happened, acting like they couldn't interrupt the soul steal. I don't know. That was kind of fucking stupid. Liu Kang. I was iffy here because he came off too much like a frolicky little boy who wouldn't hurt a fly. I don't know. But thankfully he came through in his fights. And even though we didn't get the classic Liu Kang mumble, the bicycle kick was in good taste for sure. Kano is a huge part of the first half of this movie, and he was the comedy relief of comedy relief. You fucking beauty. I think he did a good job, and he got me to laugh a couple times too. Although it did start to get a bit tired when you started to realize that he was slowly devolving into this pop culture reference machine.
No Harry Potter shit, all right?
I mean, in the span of what, like 20-25 minutes, it was like Gandalf, Harry Potter, Magic Mike, Top Gun. Like, I get it. You're a film critic. This is coming from the guy who uses a shit ton of referential humor, by the way. I just remember him calling Kung Lao's hat like 19 different things. I swore that I wrote that script. Raiden is good. She's okay. She's been doing well. She recently turned 2. Also, the guy in the movie, he did fine. He's cool. I love Cabal's look, the execution of his fighting, and I enjoyed that he ended up being like a fucking bookie from the Bronx. I'm upset he died. He was great. Jax works. The arm power-up thing was a little goofy to me, but he also made me laugh once. I think it was when he was like, yeah, these work. That was pretty funny. We're even on that. Reiko! I hate Reiko. I hate Reiko. Reiko sucks. I mean, the fact that they even put Reiko in the movie, that shit was tough. But this Mad Max King Dedede motherfucker was just so excruciatingly cartoony. It just wasn't it. Him and Jax's fight was the most buns from what I remember. Sonya Blade. I feel like at this point, I just never know how to feel about Sonya. Sometimes I think she's so cheesy, but then I just think back to like Sonya from the games and I'm like, well, Sonya's cheesy. She's a cheesy badass. Spot on. The characters in this universe are cheesy. I think it's taken me more time than it should have to realize that. I can't really complain about cheesiness, at least not always, because these characters were written to be fucking cheesy. So when you have someone repeat those lines, it's gonna sound fucking stupid. Goro. Also, was it just me, or did the Cole returning home thing just seem completely rushed? Like when Raiden made the little fucking teleportation, like, yeah, just fucking leave. It just didn't seem legitimate at all. I was like, where the fuck did this come from? That part was kind of sack. Now, to those of you who think that Annihilation was a better film than this, I'm sorry. You are either overrun with nostalgia, or your hate boner for Cole is making you crave Twitter points. Or you just haven't fucking seen Annihilation. Mortal Kombat 2021 was not amazing, but I enjoyed my watch. I never felt bored with a near 2-hour runtime, and as a fan of the series, I loved what they were able to translate on the big screen in 2021 with all our advancements. And I would for sure watch it again. There are multiple sequels set up for this movie, and I have really high hopes for the next sequel. I just feel like the people really giving this movie the business online are really hyper-focused on Cole. But honestly, I've only watched the movie once. I haven't watched it in a couple days now. I feel like he never really tried to hog the story. I think there was enough for me to bounce around to not beg Cole to get the fuck off screen. I don't know. I will be watching it again and my thoughts might change. I've been hanging on to them for a bit. Please let me know what you guys think. Also, the Get Over Here wasn't that bad. I think you guys were totally overreacting to that. It was fine. Yeah, babies. Wait. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you didn't, please leave a comment. And here is your second reminder to please leave a like. Please subscribe because I have more content coming your way. Shout out to my beautiful patrons for supporting the boy. Always appreciate you guys. Subscribe to Mr. GG Live. Subscribe to Mr. G Dubs because there's going to be videos on there coming soon. Always. Especially on Mr. G Dubs. Give it time. Fuck allergies. And as always, I am Mr. GG and I am out.